In a time before time, when darkness reigned and emptiness was absolute, something extraordinary happened. The origin of everything, the beginning of all things. Let's explore the story of Genesis. Genesis, the first book of the Bible, is more than just the beginning of a story. It is the foundation of faith, the revelation of the origin of the world, humanity, and the divine purpose. Today, we will delve into Genesis to understand how it all began. On the first day, God said, "Come the light," and there was light. So the darkness that covered everything was separated by the light, beginning the cycle of day and night. The light, symbol of the divine presence, is the first step in the creation of a habitable world. On the second day, God separated the waters, creating the sky and the seas. The firmament, a vast expanse of blue, became the home of the air. As the seas spread across the earth, a perfect balance began to form. On the third day, God commanded dry land to appear, and the earth obeyed. Mountains, valleys, plains appeared, and on this fertile land God made all kinds of vegetation and fruit trees, plants, and grass grow. Life begins to manifest itself in its purest form. On the fourth day, God placed the sun to rule the day, the moon to illuminate the night, and the stars to adorn the sky. These stars not only beautify creation but also serve as signs to mark days, seasons, and years. The universe aligns itself under divine command. On the fifth day, life multiplies in the waters and in the skies. God creates fish, whales, and all sea creatures, just like the birds that fly through the skies. Creation now becomes a spectacle of movement and sound, full of diversity and beauty. On the sixth day, God creates the animals that inhabit the earth, and lions, elephants, birds, and all living beings. But creation culminates with the formation of man, made in the image of God. Adam, the first human being, is placed in the Garden of Eden, a paradise where harmony reigns. Later, Eve is created from a rib of Adam, completing the first human couple. On the seventh day, God rested from all the work he had done. This day becomes sacred, a day of rest, a reminder that creation is complete and perfect. The cycle of creation is complete. Adam and Eve lived in perfect communion with God in Eden, surrounded by beauty and abundance. They were instructed to care for the garden and to live in obedience to divine commands. In the center of the garden, God planted the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, warning Adam and Eve not to eat of its fruit. But the cunning serpent convinced Eve to disobey, leading to the first transgression. By eating of the fruit, Adam and Eve had their eyes opened, but at a terrible cost of the loss of innocence and the entry of sin into the world. God confronted Adam and Eve, and the consequences were inevitable. They were expelled from Eden, condemned to a life of work and suffering. But even in this moment of judgment, God showed mercy, promising a redemptive future that would restore what was lost. Genesis gives us a profound insight into the beginning of everything. It shows us a creator God who brought order to chaos and life to inertia, but also reminds us of our fragility and the need to live in harmony with divine principles. The story of Genesis is the beginning of a spiritual journey that runs through the entire Bible, revealing God's purpose for humanity. If you enjoyed this journey through Genesis, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and activate notifications so you don't miss the next chapters of this incredible story. Leave your comment below about what impacted you most in Genesis, and share this video with anyone you think needs to hear this story.